Hello, people in the house out there, and I just want to say to everybody, the nurse strike is over from the day, and they got a bit of a pay increase. They didn't get much. They didn't get as much as they wanted to, but they got something. Let's just put it that way. At least they got something. At least they got acknowledged. Because I thought Leo Frank was just going to let this go on and let this go on and let this go on until the cows come home. But thankfully, it's sorted. Well, as I was speaking to one nurse about an hour ago, she's my cousin, and I was speaking to her, and she works in Cavan General, and she said to me it take nearly 3 or 4 months before they can get back on their feet after the strikes to catch up with the amount of people they missed. So happy days. It's going to be a backlog in the health office now for a few months. So I suppose it's a good thing, because if it was a few more weeks, it'd be a lot more. It'd be probably a year backlog. Because that's how bad she said it'd be. That's how bad it was. Like, she said there was nearly 150 appointments cancelled in Cavan General on one day. Like, that's absurd. That's really absurd. I'd never thought it'd be 150 cancelled in one day. Like, they have to try and push them, like, the absolutely backlogged. But at least, as she said, at least we got something. We got something. At least we got a tiny bit of a pay increase. The only thing she said about it, the only thing that she was really cared about is working long hours. Like, she absolutely hates working huge long hours and then getting shit money for it, Like, she has no problem. She does great, she helps older people. She's a great help for the older people, and she loves talking to older people and everything. And, you would like to get a tiny bit of a pay. If you like to you like to work for your money, you know what I'm saying? But she does work very hard for money. And when you're just understaffed and you just have to work long hours, you feel like you're neglected and all that. I understand. Like, I was in the hospital one stage, and I know a good lot of the nurses. I got to know a good lot of the nurses from me being in Cavan General back 2 years ago. I got to know a lot of the nurses. So that's how I know a lot of them nurses now, and I know my cousin, obviously. But as she said, at least they got something. It's over for the moment. It was sorted out by the Labour Code. Let's just say it wasn't the government that said, do you know what, we're going to give it to you anyway. But to be honest, this should have been sorted out day one. There should have been just like, right, here, we'll give you something. We'll not give you much, but we'll give you something. At least then that's a start. But as I said, you better just focus on the defence forces, because literally, people in Tesco's gets more than them. Literally, I'm not even joking. It's such a disgrace to get. At least the nurses get something, but people in the defence force, Jesus Christ, I see the pensioners are getting more than them. To be honest, it's a ridiculous amount of money the defence force is getting. But anyway, thanks for watching. Just wanted to say that my head's gone. Thank you for watching. I just wanted to say that a lot of nurses who are protesting, the midwives, I still have 100% support for every one of you, and I would hope that it's something. It'd be some kind of consolation for your strike and for your. Hopefully, it'd be a tiny bit more you're able to have at the end of the week. Let's just put it that way. And at least it's something. Let's look at it like that way. At least they give in and said, you know what, we're going to have to do something. And thank you for watching. Subscribe for more, and bye.